Oh, yes!
Is that yours too?
Yes!
There you go.
So I get a little too excited on the play-by-play there at the end.
That was good.
So I think my best line was, I think my best line was, who's going to be the favorite of the night? He's like, whoever wins. He's Ryder's like, still said, well, you know, Jeff Snowden is a two-foot knob swabbler. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a lot. You're so good.
Do you think just because I'm out right here's going to go?
No, you're gonna love it.
You want to go double or nothing? I want trail.
Yes, I do.
I'll go Martella.
Where's the microphone?
Right here. I think we'll enjoy it.
Ends is in. You can join in if you want.
Are you like spearheading this?
Well, so Ends has been prepping for the final, but you can totally jump
Where's
in.
Ends?
I think you just want to get a drink.
I'm going to do the first game.
Okay.
I'll jump in a little bit.
Okay.
Because Deverill asked me to.
Okay, so Ends wants to do like the analyst. You be funny guy and
I'll be whatever the fuck.
do you want to do second game? Because Ends and I kind of had a little script prepared for first. Okay, we just had like a little banter set up for first. You jump in for second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Commentary has been exceptional tonight. Keep it up. Yeah, but I think you have a full-time job ahead of you.
Why might you one too low?
You play the guy in the club. And I think
No, I bet that.
once in a while,
Okay, I'll buy you one too. I'll buy you one.
I was never going to bet against the winning team. That was not logical.
I didn't think they'd win, actually.
I tend to disagree.
Did you? Yeah. Lawyer! I'm not inviting you back to Wilhelm. I heard you would be every
Well, it was fantastic. Damn it! No, left. In the bar. Oh. Osmer! I know. What a community, eh?
Wow, it's amazing.
I'm feeling two.
Don't kick over your drink.
No. Love you, buddy.
Are you huffing on the thing?
I am. I was running low. I couldn't leave my whole school. Did you like that in your ear? Trout, what are you at?
How's it going?
How you doing?
Good.
Let's get on.
I'm a little disappointed. Like the couple games that I have tuned into on YouTube were not the ones that you were. Oh no! What is going on here?
You're not missing out on much.
I have heard that you did an amazing job of adding
Some flair, no knowledge, maybe color and flair, but racist jokes.
So yeah, a little disappointed that the ones that I tuned into, I did freak out, the man, because he didn't realize that that I was watching him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When he played with Trail?
Yeah, so I was like,
Or not Trail, with Trevor?
yeah, I was like, oh, sorry about the loss, right? Yelling him.
They actually played so well in that one. It was such a good game.
Yeah, but it doesn't translate as well on.
No, it really does. It's hard to see, like...
Yeah, and I
What's funny is insanely good players, probably Jay included, but like you see like Brad Jones watch a point and he's like, oh, that looks so good. I'm like, I can't even tell where guys are moving up. Big win, JMO. Proud of you, buddy. Hey, Montreal winning? Okay, I saw Suzuki going crazy.
Yeah, they're up 4-3.
4-3, how much left?
12 minutes. 12 minutes left, they're up 4-3.
4-3, 12 minutes left? Excellent. You're going to tap me on the shoulder as that goes on? Thank you, buddy.
The Rangers are getting crushed, in case you want to know that.
Well, I did want to know that. I didn't want to hear that. No.
Who's commentating this?
Brad ends.
Brad and
Imrad. With some guests. Joey's going to come in for game 2.
I'll be scoring.
You score? Maybe just show it a little. Just, it'll be up on the screen though. Jamie, you're revving the final? Just let us know if we're getting too loud. We're gonna make fun of you, just so you know. Brad, that's your, it's on a fork for you.
Why is it on a fork?
Jesse.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
Radio's struggling, people. How you doing? Is this thing
good.
on or what?
Probably is, but,
So what do you do? Hold it down here?
yeah, how you feeling?
Feeling good. How are you?
Good. If I drink.
You just put it down.
Right here. Samir was on fire last week.
In, like, was he playing?
No, like, commentating. Yeah, just take over as much as you want. Like, just, you can run a show, I'll just fucking feed you softball shit.
I need your punch.
Okay, I'll be the funny, but you be as funny as you want, man.
How do you know how can they actually hear us now?
Yeah, if you put the mic, I just or I just put it down. But yeah, do whatever you want. Make fun of me, set up the funny.
I like it. Have the other guys already warmed up?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched, well fuck, you've been doing a few of them, haven't you?
Yeah. Too many. Jeff keeps saying I'm good at it.
You are good at it.
Yeah. Did you?
I heard you on it earlier today.
Was it okay?
I guess that you probably haven't heard yourself yet.
I listened to a bit the one day at home, and Emily was just like, "You love the sound of your own voice." I'm like, I'm just trying to hear.
Yeah, it's so bitter. Like, come on, honey, you can hop on this if you want.
Well, I have been interviewing a few of the wives as it goes.
Yeah, nice.
Just be
Love
like,
it.
how will your husband react
Right.
if they put something?
Yeah.
You're gonna make fun of Jeff today because he can take it.
Totally. Go, he'll rewatch it.
Oh, he will. He does. Are you live judges? Okay.
All right, are we good?
We're good. Okay.
All right, everyone. It's ends here for the A finals at KWRC Club with my man Dwyer, the veteran seasoned commentator.
Seasoned commentator, but Brad ends 4-time singles champion in a row. I believe 2014 to 17. I believe that's why they call you the Pride of Manitoba, to be honest.
I actually forgot about those years, but thank you. Yes, yeah.
That's why we have plaques. Those plaques remind you of the golden years.
Never a doubles champ, and I'm looking here at the court, and I think everyone on this court has won the A doubles club championship. At least once.
That's the thing about this tonight. There's no one out here overly nervous. They've all put their name on the big plaque. I do think though. Oh, Jamie's gonna
Here goes
introduce
Jamie
the
Allen.
match.
We have the KW Racket Club Championship A doubles final. Rob Cooley, Brad Jones in black. Trail, Jeff Deverill in white. Players ready, best of 5. We have Steve Millard on the right. We have Peter on the left. Please respect the players. Players ready, love all, play.
So Brad, starting with line judges right from the go, I think that's a great call.
This is going to be a match of the ages, guys. Everyone wants this badly.
Second serve.
I know Jeff's been talking up his leg injury a bit. I'm certain he wants this probably more than anyone, but Brad Jones coming off an unbelievable A final last night in the singles bracket.
And admittedly, I spoke with him on the phone today, and he said his body was pretty sore today after those finals, but he's not gonna lose anything over a bit of soreness. He played with almost a broken leg the other day.
When I caught him walking in today, Brad, he told me his legs were feeling like tampons.
I'm not sure what that means, but I kind of like it.
I wasn't sure either, but we'll ask him post-match.
A lot of this beginning of this match is going to be attrition with a lot of them.
So early movement though from Jeff. Jeff does look like he's moving really well in my opinion.
He threw that head fake in really early in the match.
So Brad, I've always wondered, because you are a right waller by trade. Is the head fake, is that actually a useful move, or is that just a gimmick? Does that actually throw a man off on the right wall?
I think Jeff can actually make someone. All you're trying to do is make that one person stutter one way, and even if it's not a winner, it's putting them off balance for that next shot. And Jeff does a good job of it. He might overuse it a little bit, but it's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about this all tournament. Brad N saying that's more than just a gimmick. I did not think that was the answer we were going to get out of him.
Not up.
Yeah.
2-1.
So Brad, I think if Trail and Deverill are going to win, Trail has to play absolute lights out. Am I underestimating Jeff, or is that something you would agree on?
100%. Yeah, I think Trail can be, I would say 70-75% of the time, solid. Is really tough. If you give it to him short, he can lay down that front side. But he can also go on a streak of errors. So
that's something to watch for us. What kind of errors are you suggesting here? Like just more hitting tin, or more just not putting a ball in the right place at the right time?
With Trail?
With Trail, yes.
Yeah, just sometimes he'll just he'll hit mostly tin. He'll go for that, and he's, as we all are, a bit stubborn. If he's not hitting a couple of them in, then sometimes he'll keep going for it, and if he misses a couple of tins, it could be turning into 3, 4, 5 in a game. That's what I've seen. Now, I don't know if anyone knows this, but Dwyer is our unofficial bookie at the club. And I wanted to ask him this before, but what would you give the line at? The money line bet on both teams here.
Honestly, Brad, it's in my estimation, Brad and Cooley are such heavy favorites. If you bet on Jeff and Trail outright, there is a gambling hotline number you should call. They help you cool down and just maybe lay the foot off the gas a bit on the gambling.
That would be the emotional bet, eh?
I think that would be the emotional bet. I think right now I'd say 50-50 in my estimation that Jeff and Trail get one game. That's a good 50-50 bet if you're in the bar.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. It's too late to bet, but if anyone wants any live action, I know Dwyer will take some.
I believe I have $50 in my back pocket, a little bit already on this match, but there's a few tens. I think my girlfriend's in the bar if needed. Hopefully she brought her wallet.
So I'm gonna lay out a bet here for you, Dwyer, that I think this game is gonna go to 5. I don't know who's gonna win. I think it's gonna go to 5.
Brad, if this match goes to 5, you are drinking on me the rest of the night, especially after Jonesy hits that winner.
All right, the 13 viewers watching this have heard.
3-2 choice.
6 of them were on mute, though.
We don't do well on the live viewing. I think we do better on the post-match watch. Probably just Jeff 100 times.
That's a point.
Probably watching with his kids. Oh, Trail not happy with that call.
No.
Jamie offering the appeal.
I mean, look at these rallies have started off pretty good. The intensity's great. It's only 4-2. We're 8 minutes in the match, and it's only 4-2 in the first. If this keeps up, we're going to be here for a while.
We're looking at each game probably going over 20-25 minutes. Jeff possibly lost the ball in the lights there. I don't know if that was a fake out. He's adjusting his goggles.
Looked like the ball just bounced funny there.
Jamie just making some time there. That's a very smart move by a seasoned ref, just to let the crowd filter in.
Sorry.
We're just waiting here how the crowd settle in.
Go, boys.
Players ready?
Yeah, just
One thing we have to watch for is if this crowd gets too rowdy, there's a couple players on this court that may not appreciate that, including the ref. But it's good to have JMO on there controlling that.
The ref will not appreciate the most,
Correct.
based on past experiences.
Now,
Samir jumping in with some good, quick analysis. I also know Brad Jones prefers a quiet, more tennis crowd that sometimes we don't see here at these A finals.
yeah, it's true.
Now, I know that Jeff and Trailer underdogs coming into this one. But
Those are the shots. Sorry to interrupt, Smooth. Those are the shots right now that Trail can hit.
4-6.
That'll change that match if he keeps hitting those.
do you not think that Jeff is fully torqued right now after Ryder and Fermi won the last one? He's fully torqued. He's ready to go.
Did you say twerking?
Fully torqued.
Samir just alluding to the fact that Jeff has a massive heart-on for Sam Ryder. He's been calling that B doubles win for a while, Brad, and it did come to fruition tonight.
Depending on viewership here, guys, we may need to watch out for the language if YouTube cuts us off.
We do have a child, not for children.
Parental controls are on. I like it. Okay. As everyone knows here, Enz is new to this commentating thing. And I'm between two professionals and who would probably actually give Joe Rogan a pretty good competition for his podcast. Wow.
And if we can somehow monetize this, my girlfriend will be very, very pleased. I think I owe her a little bit of back rent.
Sex helps.
I don't know if it sells at this club, but judging on what I've seen in the showers over the years. Cooley just picked that one out. Is he exposing Jeff's lack of speed there? What do you see?
Yeah, you can't leave Cooley short like that. He is starting, I found this year, to shoot more. He used to always just rally a bit more, and I've talked to him about that. I think he's purposely trying to lay it down. He has every capability of doing that.
It's another great example there, Brad. He just went for the
You leave him short, he's going to lay it down like that. But like last year, Cooley, he's just a bit more aggressive nowadays, and he's a better doubles player for it.
Was that a quick serve there by Cooley? He's just taking the piss?
Nick, you ready? 10-4. 10-4.
Can't tell if Colin Brown's saying 10-4 because he's saying the match is already over, or
It's over.
Colin's already calling a 3-0 match here. Brad, I don't know if that's the case, but
He can still get on my 3-2 bet if he wants. I'll allow it.
I noticed him tuck his wallet away in his pocket when you offered him that opportunity. But no, seriousness, I do think Trail and Deverill have to be concerned. This game's already gone pear-shaped at 11-4.
The thing with Deverill is he can adjust and he can make his partner a better squash player during a doubles match. Whoever's played with Deverill, there's like a dozen of us, even in PDL. And every time you finish a season, you feel like you have become a better squash player, but it's because your partner is Jeff and he's telling you what to do. He's great with strategy and he tells you where you have to hit the ball and how to improve it.
Now, are those adjustments that can shine through mid-game, or is that more of a team talk in the lounge between a game?
I would say both. Like, it can be between games. He knows where we have to. When I played with him, it started from the serve and where to put the ball. He'll talk about percentages, where you want to hit 60, 70% of the time, depending on who you're playing. I can feel Jeff starting to get a bit more comfortable.
It certainly looks like he's settling in.
Yeah.
Right, you called that. You called that.
And Jeff's patented shot, his cross-court lob, that makes you feel, the person on the right wall feel uncomfortable. And he is confident enough to hit that 3 or 4 times in a row until that opportunity is right to go for it. That's what makes him so dangerous.
So you're just saying set up the cross court and then hit the reverse?
There's one, and he'll keep doing it to Cooley. He's just going to keep doing this for a little bit.
6-11.
Very clean game so far. No real contentious let calls.
I think we got to wait for the fourth for those.
Great early communication on the calls.
You can tell the ball's heating up too. The gets are great. Right there is case in point with how Jeff can get comfortable and hit those shots 9 out of 10 times.
It felt like that rally. Trail covered a lot of the ground, a lot of cover at the front, and Jeff just hit the winning shot.
Yeah, 100%.
Play a let. Play up.
Brad, Jonesy seems comfortable with the let call there. I think the crowd wanted a stroke, but I think Jones was satisfied with the let call there.
JMO is great at quieting the crowd. I would say he's not politically correct, but
certainly not politically correct.
Yeah.
But something you need a ref in control here. A lot of people here have had a few too many beers already.
Yeah.
Colin Brown showing off his shirt.
I think that front side is going to be an important one for Cooley if he can keep that up.
Just keep playing that little nick there.
Jeff, obviously a bit older than everyone on the court, can still move super well. But if you can hit that, that's going to put him under pressure a lot.
Good pace there from Trail. Good pace there. He challenged Cooley there and got the point.
a beautiful shot there.
Brad, I know we're in an inflationary period, but I think Jeff's still showing he is worth the $50 a lesson.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I would probably raise it to 51, but you know,
He doesn't want to get too big for his britches.
Yeah.
Cooley looked like he went for a little Jeff head fake there. Was he just a little late to the ball? Did he have too many ideas in his mind?
Yeah, he just he overcomplicated it, right? He was trying to do too much of a fake out. It didn't work. But that ball was coming out too much to the side, I think, to actually hit that shot.
Brad, we're right back here. We're right back at 11-12. I said this game went pear-shaped. This is anyone's game at this point.
This is no surprise to me. I think the doubles is very streaky, and I think this is going to be a tight match all the way through. Again, depending how the variable is going to be. I think Jeff with his fitness, which is be fine with the adrenaline, I think, but Trail also with his consistency.
Brad, it's a great lesson though for some of our newer doubles players playing in like the C or D level to just get a little panicky when 1 or 2 points go against them. We saw this in the B final too. Just doubles really is great shot there, but doubles really is a game of runs.
100%. Yeah. You can go on good streaks, and we talked about attrition earlier. You know, you can also, if you miss 3 shots, it's just like hitting 3 winners in a way for the other team. So you can just keep that ball in play. Sometimes it's the best way.
Speaking of the game of runs, Jones and Cooley got the last 3 points there.
Momentum has been flipping.
So, gotta ask you, you've played this a million times. You've been in these scenarios. I vehemently think Jeff and Trail are the underdogs.
Yep.
Do they have to win game 2?
Yep. I think they do have to win game 2. I shouldn't say have to because anything can happen, but I think it's a super important one. Do we want to hear from the lead referee here?
Great match, great racket skill. Proud of the boys.
Do you think that you can control the crowd? It's getting a bit hostile. I think it's going to get worse as we get on. With
I
this
will
match.
control the crowd.
All right. Without swearing?
Oh, no, swearing's coming.
Okay, I like it. Fuck you, YouTube.
Great interaction from our ref there. You love it. He's comfortable. He felt good in his calls, and he's willing to make a prediction on the match.
So let's get to a couple of these guys' resumes here. Jeff Deverill, he's won Canadians last year, semifinals this year, and won the U.S. Open as well.
Wait, the U.S. Open, I don't know the quality of the opponents he played there, but that has to be the feather in the cap for his career.
I would think so, and he's had an incredible year. Brad Jones on the left wall. We'll do the right walls between the next 2 games. Brad Jones just won the singles A finals here last night.
Fantastic battle of attrition. If you want to talk about,
and he's not going to get tired out here. That's for sure.
Now, do you attribute that to him losing 40 pounds in the past 6 months? Do you think he could have done this at a heavier weight?
He was a junior for a long time, and a national champion as a junior for squash, obviously. And he has changed his diet, his workout routine, his hitting schedule for the last year with big goals ahead. So I don't think his goal was the club championships of KW Racket Club. I think it's nationals and beyond for him. So
you think he's seeking a Canadian Open doubles, singles
for sure. Yeah, I think for 40 plus singles, I think he's gunning for that title. And who knows where he goes from there. So his focus is pretty intense right now.
Just let's go to show you though, Brad. We have a lot of fun at the KW Racket Club, but there's a lot of squash time. Oh, what a shot by Trail.
That was incredible. Yeah, you're right. The great part about this is you can have your controversy on court, and you go and shake hands after, have a fun time in the lounge.
Right up. Second hand.
So I think this second game, you're going to need to have Deverill and Trail get into a lead situation. Be leading by a few points the way they can't fall behind in this game, I don't think.
No, I think it'd be... What a hard cross there by Brad. Just right in the sweet spot. Tough one for Trail. I fully agree with you, though. You got to feel Jeff and Trail got to get the... grab the game by the neck a bit here.
I like to play a left there, please.
Trail wants it up there.
What if you see where they're all for the new doubles players out there? When Cooley and them, they're hitting their good shots, but you cannot drop Cooley like that. The problem with hitting these shots, if you're not accurate and making them stretch, you're going to be eating that ball.
3-2.
Got a little souvenir here in the crowd. Trail called it early, maybe got a little too excited on that play.
4-2. Keep an eye open.
We're getting the reverse of what we wanted to see here from Trail and Deverill. Would you say? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Oh, I was going to say, out of the four here, is there anyone who hits the ball harder than Brad Jones? Out of these four?
No, he hits it though. Trail can hit it hard on his forehand, but I think when Jones lines up his forehand and even backhand for that matter, he can really penetrate it. But Cooley is a retrieval machine. Keep in mind.
And that's consistent with his singles game, to be honest.
Unfortunately, I'm watching Jeff and Nick right now.
James just asking for a little silence from the crowd here.
I think Jeff and Nick got a bit lucky there, but I think they need a bit of a momentum change right now.
No, it's favorable let just to get out of that rally, I think. But yeah, they certainly got to get a couple points here in a row, if not now, in the very near future.
Another classic Jeff head fake. That one was a bit unnecessary, I think.
Bit of a TV head fake, if you will.
Yeah. For the crowd.
Brad Jones having some fun with the crowd here.
It's nice to see a smile on that man's face.
He can just show us how relaxed he is, though. And, it's easy up a game, up 3 points in the second game, but he looks very relaxed.
I hope he watches this and listens to us and starts smiling again.
We would love to see that smile come back. A little bit of a youthful exuberance out of him.
Look at that forehand. That is just a different sound off that front wall.
It was a different sound from a while, and I think Jeff was even shaking his head out of surprise there, to be honest with you.
Second hand, left.
That ball skidded on Jones a bit.
6-3.
That was two head fakes in one rally. Have you ever seen what is that movie, Knocked Up, where he does the dice rolling on the dance floor? I think he's doing the dice roll too much. It's really all he's got.
It's all he got. I think it worked effectively on that point, but I do think the luck's going to run out at some point. Great long rally, but that was the shot from Cooley you alluded to in the first game, just catching front wall into the sidewall short. It seems to be working for him really well.
And notice the ball is heating up right now. You got to go for every ball because you've got a shot at every ball at this point.
4-7. Thank you.
Just for our less informed fans, you're just referring to the balls warming up. It's going to come up with a bit more speed.
So it's really hot right now. These guys are the harder they hit it, the faster this ball is going to be going. And so right now, even balls in the first game, it's going to be more gettable now because that ball is staying up more, unless you hit it into the nick like that.
And is that, in all honesty, a lot of lower level squash players argue that. Is that something better players hunt for? Can you hunt for the nick effectively?
100%. Yeah, when you start training for that nick, and I haven't mastered it by any means, but you'll realize that actually even just the way they're hitting, it doesn't even have to hit the nick off the sidewall, but if it hits see how the ball stayed up there versus going on the sidewall? For the newer doubles players, it is more important to hit that sidewall on the way down. If it hits the neck, even better. Then it just rolls out.
No, and that's a fantastic tip, Brad, for anyone watching who, as they're trying to improve their doubles games, you sometimes think that's a lucky shot, or you just think balls are ungettable. Just a concept of how to use the wall to slow the ball down.
Yeah. There's some open doubles players that get nick balls back as well. Wow, what a rally there.
Crowd really loving that
big
shot.
Yeah.
8-5.
I think it may have moved a bit.
I don't know if Jeff at this age, if anything moves a bit for him anymore, but that's another post-game question.
Totally, yeah. We're gonna do a quick Q&A about that. On court, off court, everything.
We'll get them that before the trophy presentation.
6-8.
I think that's one where Cooley could have called a let, or was he just hunting the winner there?
To be honest, I was taking a sip of my beer, I think, so I didn't see that.
It happened really fast, but we're starting to see the trail and Deverill getting on a little run.
They need to have a quick burst of points here.
Time. Hey, you guys. 5.
Jamie Allen settling this crowd like a pro.
Experienced ref. He knows how out of control this crowd can get.
Silky.
What can you say about that? That just in a defensive position, it just hits a red dead winner.
And I love when I see Nick calling that ball. Jeff still took it, but Nick called it. He wants the ball. Who else wanted the ball? Michael Jordan.
I do think if Jeff reviews the tape. Oh my God, Jeff Deverill's getting excited now. And he is. Wow, and Nick wants noise. Nick wants noise.
9-8.
The level out here is spectacular right now.
Not up.
You can feel the mood has changed right now for both teams.
Well, I just think seeing Cooley hit that in the tin, it was a very nonchalant shot, but I'm starting to question if he's feeling the pressure.
Yeah. Doubles can change so fast. people like Jeff and Nick love the crowd. Jones, not so much.
I feel Cooley does like the crowd, but maybe he's not trying to play it up just out of respect for just that understanding that his partner doesn't like it.
I think you're right. Yeah, you're kind of, everyone's different.
Did that ball hit Cooley? Did that ball hit Cooley?
Maybe Jones does love the crowd.
Jones showing a new side of himself out here. He is having some fun.
Did someone put vodka in his Gatorade?
I think after a big A finals win last night, maybe he's playing without money now, so maybe he's a little more relaxed.
Yeah, we might have to do a bit of drug testing here at KWRC Club. 92% of members may fail.
I think if we got rated right now, there could be something something not ideal in our
might be shut
lounge.
down. Yeah.
Yes. 10-9.
My wife's pointing at me because, for those of you who don't know, this microphone is attached to a fork.
I think that plays well with the KWRC budget.
Is it safe to say you think that right now, not that it's a TSN turning point, but the tides have changed?
I feel like Jeff is much more relaxed in this game. We're seeing a new Deverill in game 2.
Everyone good? Play to let. Right side, 11-9.
Great deception there by Cooley.
Yeah. He looked like he was going cross, and last minute, I think the head fake might have been, just had to go with his body.
Is that something Cooley's always had in his game, or is he trying to out Jeff right now?
Yeah.
Let up.
A rare miss from Deverill into the tin.
Left side, Rob. 11-all.
It makes you wonder whether the Black Knight mantra now includes head fakes, and you have to have a certain style of game.
Is that possibly marketing coming down from Fuller? Has Fuller seen opportunity there just for future commercials and sales?
Yeah.
Play left. That's the left.
Actually, it would be good to talk to the CEO of Black Knight one time when he's back from out east.
Yeah, it'd be nice
He
to get
could
him.
be watching right now. But Fuller, we're going to invite you down to this podcast.
It'd be nice to get him back in Ontario. I think he's just trying to make sure Johnny Wilson's staying afloat in Newfoundland. Oh my goodness! Tip of the cap there from Jeff Deverill, but again,
Remarkable double shot right there.
another game of runs. They went from 9-11 to 12-11 pretty quickly.
Right side, 12-11.
Trail and Deverill need this game.
Just out on the high end.
Excited on that shot.
That was one of the first rallies we've seen where it's kind of turned into a right wall battle.
13-11.
I guess it depends on the strategy each team's taking.
Doesn't appear to be a weakness out here that you can expose, though.
I think they're moving the ball around without the thought of picking on one person or another. Got our first appeal here, ladies and gentlemen.
Peter Lennick on the left wall.
It is a point.
Is it a point?
That was a great call. Great let call by
You like
Jeff.
that call? And you think that was a point, Brad?
I don't know if I would have called it a point, but it was certainly it was a close one.
A lot of mumbling here in the crowd. That obviously was a contentious point at a late part of the match, or late part of the game, rather.
You know, a few years ago, Dwyer, we couldn't get a video replay, but now we can.
I suspect that'll be one we watch in the lounge after this over a couple pints.
Definitely.
So one thing I've noticed the last couple rallies, Brad, Jeff's been deeper and deeper on the left wall, kind of taking away his reverse. How do you get out of that situation if you're
Sorry,
him?
Jones is hitting Jeff.
Jones is hitting Jeff, but Jeff has just been deeper naturally. How do you what kind of shots do you use to?
Yeah. There's a little humor there. Look at those guys. Yeah.
I think we may have estimated how much Brad doesn't like a crowd. He seems to be really enjoying it tonight. That's what I was trying to speak to, though. Jeff got a little higher there. How does Jeff continue to get higher up the court and hit that winner?
If someone's hitting length, that's good. That's getting better against you, and they're trying to take it away, which is the ultimate goal from setting up. You're going to have to stay patient and don't force the ball, but get that ball, whether it's deep to the cross-court guy, straight guy, whoever, but you're going to stay patient until someone makes a mistake, and then you can capitalize off it. But you can't force it.
Especially can't force it late in the game, 14-13.
Oh, no.
Just a little...
They got a little bit of a... Just a touch.
I think Jamie's going to give Trail a little warning there, but I think just by...
Look at you, even our ref, Jamie Allen, just said that was funny. And a couple of rallies ago, he said, well, that was a fine shot. Is there a bit of extra positivity in this atmosphere tonight?
It's what I'm accustomed to seeing in a final on a final site, but I think everyone's kind of pleased with the way they're playing, and maybe just learning from previous years that it's great for the club to just have a fantastic finals night. Oh, unfortunate dig there from the back.
That's game. This is going to be a tough hole to dig out of.
Brad and Cooley seem extremely relaxed right now. Ref complimenting the right waller on his shot.
You're actually on radio.
You want to bring one back? What do you got? Rum and Coke, please.
Leslie, red wine? Red wine? Yeah. One more. Uno mas. Who's going back?
Mitch, can you get red?
What do you want? Red wine.
Gotcha.
For my wife. I don't mind. Put on mine.
Specific, like, is there a bottle that's open or?
Yeah, I think you just say red wine here.
Okay.
Thanks, man. Thanks, buddy. I'll put on mine. Get yourself a beer, too. Yes. Yeah, oh, nice. I like it. Okay.
Oh, no. I didn't even notice.
You guys, first of all, you're both full of shit.
We know that.
Your hair is almost as nice.
Oh, we know that ain't true either.
That's Brad. Okay, we're just going to interview Olenek quickly. Olenek had a tough call there as a line judge, but he's been deep in this tournament before. Pete, can we get you in on the mic here?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a good game, man.
Pete, tough call over there.
Right now,
They appealed to you, and you quickly agree with the referee. Not a lot of action in this one for you, but how's it feel to be a line judge in a final?
It's a lot of pressure.
Definitely.
Actually, I didn't agree quickly there because I did take a second to think about it. It's a tough call for JMO, and it was sort of one of those that wasn't worth overruling.
No regrets on the call, though?
No regrets.
Okay, sorry. We're about to start back up. I'll let you get back into the action. Good luck.
Yeah, totally.
They want to straighten the ball out and play singles.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, they just want it. Yeah.
Okay, we're getting going here in Game 3. Deverill and Trail with quite the hole to dig out of. That's not going to help, and that's a rare mistake from Deverill there.
Yeah, if they start feeling like they need to force the ball, it's not going to be a good situation, I don't think. But it's impressive, Dwyer. Like Cooley, we were going through resumes on right wall. Like he's won 4 or 5 times our singles club champs.
He matched you actually for. That's when he said that. And he matched you for 4 in a row and lost in the semifinals to Shano. Both of you are the only 4-time defending champions since Mike Costigan won 5 in a row in the 80s.
Ah, okay. I'm certainly the worst of all those players.
I think the plaque speaks for itself, and there's a lot of people in here who would like to have their name on that A plaque. I think if you win 4 in a row, you can tip your hat whatever direction you want.
And Cooley has also won doubles at least once, and he wins a bunch of provincial tournaments, and I'm sure he's played Canadian at some point in the juniors and stuff. He's got a good list of resume as well. And then Trail, he actually played, I think he played open draw of Canadians this year. I mean, he didn't win, you know.
He
so
did.
Trail, I hope you're listening to this, but that's
did.
impressive that because he was finalist at the A draw of Canadians last year. And then I think he played open this year.
Yeah, he played against, I believe he played against Diego Elias in the second round.
That's a tough draw. Robin Clark and Diego.
The over-under we had on points for them was 6 as the high in one game, and I believe they got 7 points off Robin Clark and Diego Elias.
Him and Andrew Milan, is that right?
No, he played red. I don't remember this year. It'll come to me.
Sam Ryder, fresh off a B championship, recalling gambling odds from a tournament about 6 weeks ago. It's
my life, Dwyer. Sadly, it's my life.
That and fishing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your first B championship?
Yes, I don't.
So there's no going back to B now.
I don't intend to be one of these folks that comes down to B level every few years, like you've seen with the Quigley brothers and the likes of them.
Okay. I hope they're watching this as a little bit of a threat.
Well, there's some repeat B winners, and you wonder, how does somebody get in the B draw that often, right?
You know, I do question Dustin Plew often.
Another one?
Yeah,
That's another one.
Joyce,
Yeah.
3-all.
No, I think as we move into 2025, 2026 season, we're going to need to hold Jeff more accountable on some of those decisions.
Yeah. So there was a committee last year, and I was on said committee.
I was on that committee with you.
Mysteriously disbanded this year.
Second serve.
You never know what Jeff has up his sleeve, but
We've talked about it on prior broadcast, Wire, but I think you know, if you open up a committee to consider eligibility, might not you have to consider eligibility of all types, i.e. different categories, different membership types. And then we've talked about this before. Who pays Nick Trail's membership, right? Is he a member? What type of member is he? He's out here running around with Jeff Deverill. I haven't seen Nick Trail at this club once this year, aside for club championship matches.
I think this is a question for Chad Hepburn. We're going to get on the accounting of who, in fact, is paying these membership dues and if they're legitimate. Jamie. Jamie's just appealing.
Jamie's called time again.
Jamie appealing for silence here.
Let's go. 4-0.
Jeff just trying to play a pacey game here, and down 0-2. Jeff does not care about crowd noise.
No.
Speaks to his experience, but
Jeff wants a game. I mean, you don't want to have a 3-0 in the final. I don't think anyone wants that, but I'm sure that Jones and Cooley are not going to lay off just because of that.
I personally think Jeff likes the crowd noise. I think he knows it distracts his opponents more than him.
I agree with that. You see how Jeff looks at his opponents first before hitting that slow ball from the back? He's aware of the entire court.
And that's just a great lesson for everyone. I believe that's just trying to see where everyone is so you can hit a better shot. He's playing his options there.
I see Greg Archie with a chicken cutlet on a bun.
Greg Archie took 2 pieces of chicken for a cutlet. Never been done? Wow, that is the first time in KWRC Club history he's had a double chicken cutlet sandwich.
Greg Archie also more focused on the chicken than his own performance in this tournament, but also quite the hat on there. Can anyone speak to his hat at this moment?
I believe that was part of the KWRC is not for sale movement, which engulfed the club when the Division 1 OSDL season took over. We had people showing up from Cedar Springs. We had professional players showing up, and we felt like we really had to defend our turf.
Oh, Nick Trail wants a point there, Brad. I think that was a point.
Does anyone else notice when Trail asks for an appeal? He sounds like a little bit of a girl.
It does sound like a
higher pitched type of squeal.
It does sound like
like a pig.
Kind of like a teenager hasn't went through puberty yet, but
Just relax. He wasn't watching. He was. It's a point.
Jamie listens.
I called a let. It was a point. Okay?
Jamie using his line judges there, despite some controversy, but awarding the point to Trail.
Was that Steve Millard was the line judge that actually wasn't watching that point. He was, so fun fact, Steve Millard was supposed to be reffing this match. Can you imagine what would happen if he's not watching one appeal call? How the fuck would that reffing go?
Steve Millard.
I love you, Millard, by the way.
That would have led to an emergency board meeting about the standards of refereeing at the club. It would have been on a Monday.
Which is long overdue for the record. Look, I'm wearing a T-shirt trying to protest the cause, for God's sake.
I have had I've agreed to this commentating, but I will admit I am the worst doubles ref imaginable. Usually it ends with arguments. I remember Thursday when I was captaining the doubles, D3 doubles 10 years ago. The Fridays after were for me talking to the league convener because Joey Kuntz was trying to fight someone else.
That's actually
because of my reffing.
This reminds me of Lord of the Flies right now. We're calling in side judges who've had 8 glasses of wine, aren't watching, fraternizing with their wives.
Yeah. I think it's a very difficult call on Peter Linick. I think he's been taking his side judging role seriously. I think you're directing that at one side judge in particular.
I think Dwyer went quiet on it. Or I mean, sorry.
Get in the match here, Jamie.
You okay? Hey, shut up. Do you want left? Play a left.
Remember when I mentioned the not politically correct thing? That is not the second or third time he's called tell someone to shut up.
All right, 7-all.
Jamie possibly ready to end his refereeing duties.
This is kind of what happens when you're down 2-love. The crowd gets away from you when obviously the team that's 0-2 wants to win this one, right? And then Jones frames it like this. Like, Jones, come on, man.
He apologized to the crowd there, but I think he'll take that winner.
Fake apology. Fake apology.
Yes.
We've all been there.
Team's starting to get away from Trail and Deverill here.
7.
You know, the margin for error at this level is so small.
Thank
I
you.
believe they're calling that ball down on themselves. That was very good sportsmanship.
10-7.
Where's the after party tonight?
Anywhere we want it.
Brad Nadelin looking for an after party,
Viewers.
as if he needs a
Be
sixth
having an
wife.
after party at his place. What's that address again, Ryder?
I think we're gonna take it to King Street. We'll take it uptown.
All right. It's probably a safer bet.
A little bit of deterioration in.
Yeah.
You start to see the front left corner has just been exposed repeatedly. This heavy cotton knit shirt from the 70s that Jeff has on, I believe it's actually trapped the sweat on his body. Probably led to some overheating here.
The vest probably didn't help with the extra.
I don't see any sweat coming through this, and
Yeah.
we know, we've seen Jeff Deverill play squash and referee.
Yeah.
He sweats heavily when he does both.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, personally, I always hate wearing a collar.
Choice.
We're on camera.
No, we're on.
We found some fans videotaping
You know why?
the
'Cause,
broadcast.
faces that look this good deserve to be on camera. I don't deserve to be on radio.
We're not meant for you.
I can agree that Brad Enns has no business being on radio.
Yeah.
He needs to be the eye candy. I deserve to be on radio, but that's why I signed up for this position. Kate, you could have said something
why you're
nicer than that.
That's
Thank
why
you,
you're
Kate.
so great at it.
Sam Ryder's girlfriend agreeing that I have a face for radio. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm quite glad this is the men's only club, to be honest, and that I hope I never see her again. But down goes Deverill. He is not. He has the wind knocked out of him.
Oh, I think his back's hurting.
Just as they were getting back into this third game, Jeff Deverill now in child pose.
Jeff has had a recurring thing with his back this whole year. If he plays too many games, his back hurts.
Amo instructing him to go for a walk.
Brad Nadelin, do you want to explain what child pose is? Yeah. We're all cheering for Jets, right? Winnipeg Jets, anyone? Yeah. Come on.
Jeff Deverill walks it off. He's testing on back and hits a great winner. If you can actually hit one of those in the game, Brad, I think we might go 4.
10-12. We have 10-12.
This game's not over, Dwyer. It's 10-12. They've
only
clawed their
10-12.
way back in with a bunch
There's a way.
of weak lets and stroke calls.
And that's what a terrible ref but cagey player like Jeff will do.
See, there's the look backward to see where everyone is. It's just instinct for him now.
Calls off his partner quick. Oh, but he puts it in the tin. Possibly the back
You
is
do
bugging
question
him right
whether
now.
his back is hurting.
Should he have gone out for a sip of beer, taken a break?
Deverill with another in the tin.
Cooley coming in.
It's quite possible people are not going to take lessons from him in the future.
Certainly you'll see a drop, at least 45%. But I think Jeff will be okay with that.
Cooley hits the match.
What a
winner
great
into
game.
the right corner.
Gotta say, Cooley and Jones played phenomenal.
They deserved it. Fully. Once that second game got away from them, Ryder would just like to jump in here.
And the 220 fans go wild. They're on their feet here at the KWRC.